is on its way.
The hardest thing about OKW though is your tech, the most expensive teching, I think, and time consuming as well. He's just upgraded to Shred now, so that's going to be a long old time until a P4 due to the light vehicle investment. But he's made it pay off. He's taken out one T70. Can he take out the second one?
Could indeed rear armor hit, but it's a long way to go as the M42 repositions. We've also got PTRS on one of the PLs.
Yep, finally been upgraded. I think he needed that, did Luvnest. He can keep the anti-infantry prowess with the T70 and the shocks.
Grenade over the hedge, perhaps? No, he just fakes it. Meanwhile, the M42 with a fantastic long-range effort there around the bush.
This is where I'd like to see like MLG 420 Blazer conscript used now from Luvnest, just for the merges, helping out of, you know, grabbing weapon crews that get decrewed. I think they could be really useful. So you've got the penals, but you're also going to secure a bit of the late game with a 7-man conscript.
T70 just giving the Stern Pioneers more of a reason to keep running. As we see a little bit of battle lines drawn yet again. Similar victory point count, although Asiamint's certainly gotten more capital this game. He's not actually been able to consolidate his attack, as the OKW announcer says.
But those Fallschirmjägers are so low. I think that's going to be a T70 sniper.
Yes!
They were so close.
But the Puma watches on, trying to avenge them, and the M42 gets it through the smoke. That's a double loss there for Asiamint. He doubled down on his problems and made them twice as bad.
That two Pooper gun take a bow. So we saw a lapse in concentration for Luvnest earlier, losing 42, and then boom, payback with dividends. Asiamint just loses 2 key units there. Fallschirmjäger and a Puma. Rough stuff now for OKW. Using his cutoff as well, just to insult injury. Oh no, it's not a full cutoff. Could be alright. MG34 cancelled in getting a Vakedon instead. This T70 now suddenly becomes a medium tank-esque in terms of its fear factor and power on the battlefield.
T70 indeed is going to be able to be a lot more aggressive, but there is that Schwer. I don't think he knows it's there quite yet, does he?
Don't think he's seeing it, nope. But one thing he will be thinking about is KV2 is coming up ahead, just 1 CP away.
It's a badass in this meta. I don't know if you've noticed. I know it had a little bit of a traversal buff and stuff like that, but
still wipes like no tomorrow on OKW squads and weapon crews.
The Soviet refrigerator on tracks, the Stalin hammer, a howitzer in a box. It's,
Bosch fridge, stolen technology by the Soviets. But yeah, all cheeky. It's shock troops as well, hiding behind that side block of the house. That's good game sense there from Luvnest. Goes for a 3rd penal, weird flex, but must be liking them today.
Now he knows it's there. There you go. Yep, put some more in the clip, boys, because that's you're gonna need them. Look at all these bodies strewn across the battlefield as the shock troops are uncovered, and they go straight back into their hidey hole there. And the Lux has a little poke around. Maybe he's repositioning the M42. Of course he is. It's bloody Luvnest.
And I like this read from Luvnest. He knows this Volks squad is out of position, not gonna have much screen or cover. So he just pokes over with his T70. He could even recap the VP if he wanted it with the T70. Add that one.
Yeah, recon mode, of course.
Good micro in there. Oh, and sends back 2 Volks Grenadiers. So just a nice, simple read there from Luvnest. Pays dividends in map control. Asiamint now.
Gone.
I was just going to say he's about 30 fuel from a P4. I think he'll have to go it now, even though it's a 20-minute P4 coming in. He just needs something to hold the line. Yeah, not ideal.
It's never nice when you see the guy that showed the good sportsmanship not having quite as good of a game in game 2. Doesn't quite feel right, but that's where we're at.
But it's not over yet. We've seen this ebb and flow, seesaw back and forth already. We thought Asiamint had the upper hand with a bit of a Luvnest foe, and then whomping back with 2 big wipes was Luvnest, showing why he is former GCS champion, won so many prestigious 1v1 tournaments and awards.
Triple victory point count for Luvnest right now.
Yep.
He's in position. He's got his elite troops. I mean, I agree with you. Merge would have been quite nice just to keep some of these on the battlefield.
Just one utility squad, you know, they have so many abilities. They're cheap capping, they can lay trip flare mines for vision. I think they're quite good to add in as a late game utility unit, but here we go. The Lukes has somehow survived though, out of everything that for Asiamint. It will be the P4 locked in. T70 stuck around too long, got a second hit right in the schnoz from the Raketten, has to back out.
And Asiamint's back. He's got claiming the central victory point as we speak. Got an uncovered combat engineer who's been on mining duty, so that Lukes does not want to pursue, because you just know how many mines. Oh, does he? You just know how many mines Luvnest has planted.
A lot of mines over there, yeah. But he's going to find them all. Doing good work with the sweepers. Nearly vet 2 for that added repair buff as well.
For Luvnest, of course, we're going to see a T-34 76mm. He's going to hit after the Panzer IV, but he already has his anti-tank, and there it is, hitting Veteran C3 now, the machine gun M42.
A basic T-34 76 is the order for Luvnest, so he thinks he was too far away from the KV2, needs something just to sturdy things up in the meanwhile. I think that's a bit of breathing room, to be honest, for Asiamint.
Yeah, I mean, Luvnest will have a little bit more expanse, but it's not going to have the same effect as the KV2 would have about 6 or 7 minutes later.
Yep, and fun fact, I just gave everybody fake news. I don't know if anybody picked up in chat. It's actually Vet 3 term to get faster fixing. So.
Oh, Ed.
Oh well, my bad.
So we're going to have to stop the
I'll learn
tournament
this
there,
game.
I'm afraid, everybody. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm joking.
It's off. Another rematch.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, Asiamint, Luvnest. We need a redo.
Now it all comes down to the medium tanks, which have had a small buff in this patch of a smaller target size, so can get quite hilarious with AT guns, just wildly missing a point-blank medium tank. So keep your eyes out for that one. As the OKW P4 pushes forward, doesn't know if there's any mines there, but hell, Rudek's late there and he just wants to end this stuff, it seems. He's got a Raketten backing it up and a P2 on the flank. Nice control push here from Asiamint.
Yeah, he's holding the line well, Ed. He's got a nice push up from Panzer IV, and these penal battalions are bloody low. Will he go for a finished job?
Doesn't go for the word, no. But this M42, which can...
One M42, the Stern Pioneers might make short work of that free vet there.
Yeah, I would concentrate all firepower on that thing.
Get rid of it.
The amount it pens for the caliber that it is, it's so efficient. Oh, Volkswagen that side, yep. You might see him die, but the T70 for once doesn't get the final snipe. And a P4 and Obers was the order. Thank you, Asiamint.
Yes, and the Panzer IV is doing great work. T-34 is pushed away. Meanwhile, Focus Grenadiers are taking the cut off. Asiamint's back, baby.
T-34 was on 1 HP. P4 didn't have prioritized vehicles, so shot at the engineers as the T-34 went out of vision. Slight little mishap there for Asiamint.
Hey, nice. He's just found the shock troops out in the open. He used the minesweepers to get the Panzer II into position, and the shock troops are hurrying away. Also, the Rakettenwerfer just to protect them. So
good considered play here now, yeah. And he's got an MG34 in the mid VP, so it's shoring up again for Asiamint, despite losing his Puma. It's bouncing back here in the, I would say 25 minutes onwards is the late game portion of the matchups, and airborne assault now unlocks, so some good old stupid fun.
I think it goes early games the first 10 minutes. You got your mid game, and then you got your late game, and then what you have is the super late game with all the heavy tanks and the bullshit abilities.
Where you wish you were USF and you could just have endless poker.
Here comes two penal battalions. The M42 still alive somehow. Focus Grenadiers might not be in the same position for much longer. Panzer IV is watching on it. Bounces a shot. Gods. Sorry, penal battalions push in.
Oh, this is cheeky from Luvnest now. He is pushing into the MG34. a bit too far, but I think the old Obers didn't come around the flank. They came in from head on. They need to get thinking about their movement for the next time. That could have been a wipe there.
Really unfortunate for Asiamint that he's not been able to use his one Stern Pioneer squad, and this is always the problem with OKW, to plant loads of mines in the north. I mean, when do you find the time?
Yeah. Yep. It's key. OKW, if you lose your Stern Piers, really does hurt, because it's 300 manpower just to get a new crew back. But this will be an interesting decision now for Asiamint. Does he stall for Panther? Go absolute bonkers and mega stall for KT? Or pull out another P4, JP4 like last game?
It's interesting for certain.
I think JP4 is a pretty good bet, especially against KV2. Snipe away at range on it.
Yeah, I think you're good with either of those decisions. I'm also thinking with the munitions. I was looking at munitions he's got. I mean, airborne assault isn't amazing, but it's not bad either. If you want those extra Fallschirmjägers, that's the problem.
You really need a snare first, and then boom, pop that airborne assault, so then the Stukas, well, the enemy tank stays within the Stuka range for longer, you know, just to maximize that ability. But a sneaky Vet 1 Raketten, redone last patch. They were redone to 5-man crews, and
yeah, 2 patches ago now with
Vet 1 camouflage. Yep,
extra range as well. I think they're much more like an AT gun and not some kind of James Bond gadget weapon or something, or whatever the hell they were before.
Now when you got two racks running your Katyushas down behind enemy line. It was quite a fun mini game though, just to see how far they'd get.
So, combat engineers battling hard against Vet 3 French Grenadiers in the north. Meanwhile, T-34 faces off against a Panzer IV that's destroying the house there, backing it in.
Yeah,
we're getting to decision-making territory now, Ed. We've got a lot of fuel in the bag for both players as the Panzer IV shows that rear for way too long.
I mean, I would go Panther just because I'm pretty basic bitch at this game and I completely forget that JP4 ever exists. But on this map, like, with Bocage, it's just mass openness in the middle. JP4 would be a good little sniper of an anti-tank.
Notice that Luvnest didn't take any chances by building another Zis. He went for the M42s instead. It's quite funny, isn't it?
Ooh, SU-85 though locked in for Luvnest, yeah. I mean, all these little micro decisions have...
Oh, I'll tell you what. This Panzer II's low.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a main gun destroyed as well. M42 can attack him across the river and gets it. That is a misplay from Asiamint, but Luvnest with a good play, keeping the pressure on, keeping the attack rounds in, and he gets his luck there.
Weird flex why the Raketten was retreated. It became Vet 2. He could have stayed around for an extra couple of shots on T-34, but safety first now for Asiamint. He's realized this isn't going to be a quick ruffle stomp of a game. It's going to go late.
What is this M42? I think I'm with you, Ed. I would throw all of my energy into getting rid of that Veterancy 3. It's killing me right now. If I'm Asiamint, and there he does! Obersoldat with the moral victory. They get it.
Yeah, finally Vet 1. They take forever to vet up, do Obers. I mean, if any other unit had 10 kills, they'd be like Vet 10 by now. And it is the Panther chosen for Asiamint, so he knows KV2 would be there eventually. It's a good choice, I think. Nice flank and shank potential with the Panther. It's got a turret, high durability, and if it hits on the move, then you're all golden.
Certainly are. And here's that SU-85. Panzer IV's in trouble.
Oh, miss from a P4. That was rough. Doesn't have enough damage now to damage the engine. Yeah, unfortunate there for Asiamint. You just got to reset, you know. Play a bit of Battle Bros, you know. When you don't get your hit, just reset, pull back, try again, make another opportunity.
T-34's in trouble now because the Panther's reared its ugly head. And there we go, Panzer IV from the sides takes it out, but now it's the Panzer IV's turn to be in trouble as the SU-85's coming down.
As well.
But here they are, some of Goering's finest from the skies above. We've got focus fire mode, the isosceles triangle of death for Luvnest as he sees his prey. He needs one more shot. Will he get it? No, he won't.
That 2P4 side's getting just in the nick of time, keeps it alive. Panther missed at point blank range again. Case in point, it was even stationary.
But the Stukas don't miss with a huge volley. Panther's now about to hit that final shot as Luvnest throws in the towel. And it's GG, well played, Asiamint into the semi-final. Isolation has you feeling blue. There's only one thing left to do. The patch is out, let's play Code 2. It's the CoHrona Cup.
So that's 2-0, right?
It is 2-0 indeed, and Asiamint with a fantastic show of sportsmanship. Didn't have to give anybody any rematches, but he chose to. And then with that courage of his convictions and his psychological positivity, he was able to carry himself through to victory. So well played. A true finalist has emerged.
Indeed. Whew. What a game there, Matt. What I especially like was just the ebb and flow of that mid game. It looked like Asiamint had kind of thrown away his commanding lead, but just brought it back with that P4 play. Even though he got unfortunate misses, he still made it work. Especially the timing of the Panther coming to back up the Raket, and that was juicy from Asiamint there. And he's just knocked out one of the best 1v1 players ever of all time in Code 2. So he's got to be feeling pretty proud at like what 1 or 2 a.m.
Oh yeah,
that achievement definitely. We know it's not quite Luvnest, but he's a bit more rusty, shall we say, than lack of practice on the new maps and this new patch. But still, you can't take anything away from Asiamint's performance there.
Completely agree with you, Ed. Completely agree. As the only thing I'd add is I think Luvnest is the best Code 2 player of all time. I think most people would vote and say that would be the case. You know, some people might say other players like Nagano, Devam, etc. But no, Luvnest has won the two of the biggest events we've ever had: the World Championship and of course GCS 1. Talisman's got the one big tournament win, Tomikaze, but Luvnest has more than that. He's won ESL, both NA and EU in the same day, for example. And Asiamint just took him out in fantastic fashion whilst giving him a rematch he did not have to give him. So a big credit to Asiamint there. And Luvnest in chat says GG with his nice emote there. Love Derp, awfully nice guy, and you've got to say so, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, not only did he like wait around to see if Luvnest could kill the AT gun in decent time, he then offered him a rematch anyway. That's like lovely. That's really nice.
I like how long it took us to derp around and realize what's going on. It's like next level strategy, decrewing your own AT guns to save PopCap to get more 85s. But no, it was a great moment there of sportsmanship in our community, and you just got to see PFC02 is his Twitch channel. You just got to see him play. It's great. He's such a high-level player, but he's also loving life and just having a laugh with the game. And credit to him. He's knocked out one of the best players of all time in Code 2 there. And on to the other bracket now, Matt. The other side.
Kimbo Nagano. Exactly. We're going game 2 of that semi-final. And Luvnest says, yeah, well-deserved. He is a beast. And it's fair. I thought Luvnest was playing well today. I didn't see much rust in him. I thought he had a good match. So... well done. And I've got to call out some people in chat because, you know, like when there's a false flag kind of rabble kind of drama, they would like Asiamint offered a rematch. He didn't have to, completely voluntary. Refs taking out the refs' hands. They crack on, and chat's like, this isn't fair. They took our gerbs. They took our gerbs.
I'm so offended on someone else's behalf. You know, it's just like get real. Wise up, boyo. It's the same Wales. Just get on with it. If the players themselves have decided that, you know, that's between them. So I think pretty good showing there on all fronts of the esports and the graciousness in victory and defeat by both players. So fair dues. We can't all say that about ourselves. Think how salty we get or cry we are when we lose. You know,
it's the unfortunate
and this
part
is
of
top
this
tournament play. You know, money's on the line, and they're still, you know, and it was very late at night still for Asiamint. Just, you know, more power to them. That was great to see.
Interestingly, I think one, you know, about our community in this game is a fantastic competitive game, but it does have those bug splats and AT gun bugs sometimes, doesn't it? And it's a real tester because you're like, oh crap, what do we do in this situation?
We need humanity now in an online game.
Emote only chat, Aerofield says. Emote only chat. I think that's a good one, yeah. Let's get some hands derps and a hands creep and
But that was very very good of them. Ooh, finally some sweet emote.
I want to see some in real life emotes, Ed. I've got a face that can do that I like to call the pedo face. Do you want to see it? It's pretty horrific. You ready?
You're gonna do it anyway, so yeah.
There you go. I think that's pretty horrific. Never, I'm not going to make that one into an emote though, guys. So
I thought more like 12-year-old kid trying to impersonate a witch, but okay, Q.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It's a good one.
PG-13, PG-13.
How come Evil Trouble's allowed to say clip that? That's moderator abuse. If it's emote only, it's emote only.
I'm just trying to get through all my gifted. Like, I don't know what's happening. Like, this pandemic's going off. Like, I've got so many gifted subs. So thank you everybody who.
How did that work? Because did you get gifted a sub to Amarath, or did you buy that on one of your late night
you can
Twitch?
join channel of your friends. So I joined in. I think Vasa was there, and then instantly, like, gifted sub. Didn't even do anything. Didn't even say anything. I was like, boom. Couldn't even type because it's like sub only chat or whatever.
So Vasa watches like a Twitch boob stream.
Oh, Vasa knows where it's at. Yeah. I mean, like, well, there's lots of other streams than just chatting. You get some nice music streams as well. And all sorts, like
I like the creative
also
ones
sports. Like, there's people at the gym showing peeps what to do. So you know,
my favorite ones are where you get somebody pretending to be playing like UFC, and he's actually just watching the UFC, and he's like pretending it's the game so people can watch the stream. So he's like, yeah, I'm doing really well here. It's like with real life graphics.
Yeah, I mean, I'm working on my cleavage though. Might be a titty streamer one day. You never know.
I think that's where the money is at, Ed. You know,
one step at a time.
The London finance industry.
Tamakaze in Pencil P5 knows what. We spent a whole anyway, couple of 2 hours trawling through just chatting, see what's happening. But so we will be going back, bringing it back to Co-Life now. Just before Matt can stick in another plug, we'll be going back to Nagano and Kimbo games after this on the other side of the semi-finals. So don't fear, folks. We will be casting every game here for your esports delight.
I will give another plug. I'm going to power through, Ed, even though you just like, you know,
no,
called me out.
We've
called me out, man.
We've covered the scheduling bit, so we're sorted now. Plug away.
We are. We got 27 patrons now, $365 a month. If you read through this stuff, it's really good. We're going to have a guaranteed tournament every 2 months. So we're next going to be senior in mid-June with another fantastic event featuring the best in the world fighting. And this is a little bit less crazy GCS2 style where we all meet up in Manchester and we have an incredible 8-man double elimination tournament. This is going to be, you know, more kind of sustainable, like on an ongoing basis, keeping our scene really strong. So it's really good stuff. Get involved, and of course it gives you like a ranking list of who the best tournament players are in the world, kind of MLG esports ready style. As soon as I need to make that image size smaller. As soon as that loads, there you go. There's your big daddy players, and we are about 3 minutes away from the game being live, just as an FYI.
Cool. And it's nice, isn't it? Because we see auto match, we see all these people, you know, waffle stomping with like 47 win streaks, abusing some sort of cheesy melon. Then suddenly they get into a tournament, get obliterated. It's nice to see, right? Tournament settings, you got to play both sides. You can't just Axis main or Allies main. And definitely that with that Masters League, it will. What is it? Sort the wheat from the chaff. I think.
Yeah, that's the go-to top players. Yeah.
And people with
rise to the top.
People with absolute no micro and coach skills. Like I say, we can watch on and enjoy it from the stands. So
oh yeah,
it's win-win.
That's as far as we're ever gonna get, I'm afraid to say. Unfortunately, mate. You know.
I don't know. TV2 tournament, Matt. Get Patson. We could do it.
You with Pompey. You and
We've
Pompey.
been climbing. Rank 400. Let's see how it goes.
So you've got like Nagano and Scotch like climbing Mount Everest. You were just climbing up a mound in your parents' garden, like woohoo! We're mountaineers too.
We played Scotch and Nagano, me and Chucky Starfish once. So I was like, who are these boys? Because Chucky straight away was like, oh no. You know, like wrapping his pants, and Chucky's normally like stalwart, you know, in the trenches defender of the line in TV2s or 4v4 team games. And I was like, well, they must be pretty good then if he's crying this much before we've even begun. And I was like, yeah, I've got him, I've killed his flak half track, you know, like kill a main unit in the early game. I'm like, yes, we're there. And then I see two armies just absolutely DPing Chucky Starfish on the north, and I was like, that's why. So yeah, TV2, a whole nother realm, whole nother 4D.
Somebody just asked me, what is that secret customers folders on your desktop? I don't know. The millisecond I must have flashed up my desktop by accident They always print screen it. I'm working from home, and I can't describe what my new job is, but it's paying very well, put it that way.
I will resist all temptation to guess what job that is, but let's get on with the show before I lose all
the Lady Nest.
my last thread of integrity.
If that is indeed the real Lady Nest, very good to hear from you again. And yes, as always, always casting for Stefan's parents, who hopefully watching yet again.
Oh, does his mum watch?
Yeah, when he's in the big tournaments, he gets his mum and dad to watch. Yeah, it's well funny.
Nice. I couldn't imagine my parents would.
Could you? I'm like out and proud about my hobby now.
The odd game, yeah. She watched DayZ once and Total War, and she said, "All those horses have the same mother."
Oh. There's a cat,
yeah. But my dad just no way, mate. No way you're getting him on esports. This is my dad here. If anyone's ever curious.
An emote.
Here we go. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I don't know how I had access to my Facebook photos, and then away we go. But nah, good lad is dad. And yeah, so you should get your family and your friends involved.
Absolutely, we should. And what we should also get involved right now is get Kimbo versus Nagano on after AE takes a very, very quick comfort break. So back, just hold the fort for a second.
Oh, jumping me in it. Good stuff. Well, I don't want to give it away because you can't actually see what I can see with the faction, so I won't give anything away. Matt, I think, is busy looking after his girlfriend who's in quarantine with him, and a fresh puppy, she's called Lady, I think, a new collie cross. So they got that to look after as well as we cast these mammoth games. I think this one's going to go late, guys, because the grand final is a best of 5, so you're getting maximum co-tourage for the day. So yeah, get some snacks. Get some bananas, apples in, keep that vitamin content up. Don't want to get the old COVID-19 chan. And yeah, looking forward to this classic against.
Ed, here we go. Isolation has you feeling blue. There's only one thing left to do. The patch is out, let's play Code 2. It's the CoHrona Cup. Hello there, and we are live in this second semi-final of today. This is Game 2, and the man that is a little bit down on his luck, having come up against the Mighty Brits, is now fighting as the Mighty Brits. It is indeed Kimbo playing from the south side, locking in Commander Regiment. Who does he find in the north? Ed, 80 Hz.
It will be the old Nagano past, the brand spanking new Nico, representing Austria with potential of Ostrypen again. German infantry as he locks in. Okay, that's... And we're going to see 5-man grens. We're going to see a little improvised clown car for Germany for once. And this could be all sorts of chaos here on Mill Road.
Reminds me of GDI. Yes. I've had a computer splat. Not a codebook splat, Ed, a computer splat.
No.
Oh, we did. We were just on about how
so well.
we were.
We did listen.
Full weekend of casting, but finally
we started our game. How could this happen?
All
right. So I need to restart the living crap out of my code too, and then
we're
back on in the party. Awesome. Okay.
These things can happen.
We got through about 20 odd games without.
Yeah, we had an entire weekend of that stuff going on.
Should have a bug splat streak. You know, how many games you got through without bug splat.
Yeah, that's true.
God, they're plus 47.
What is that computer?
SSDs coming out of their ears.
It's NASA.
Houston, we got a bug splat.
Well, that's good because I had us muted for the first 15 seconds of that previous game, so
I know, mate.
helped me
It's
quite a
all
bit
me with you, innit?
Are you loading as well? I just saw your name.
Yeah. I'm good at it going. I'll get back in the party with you.
Thanks, pineapple fruit. Shall we go in with the jingle and then?
It's time for the 1v1 Elite. Show it's time for the 1v1 Elite Showdown.
One technical difficulty. What happens is it often leads to another. Sorry, guys, I didn't have Ed in the lobby. My bad.
You went in without me, folks. I wanted to just watch the stream and.
But I did say, "Are you in?" I said, "Yep, I'm in." What you actually meant was your house.
I thought you meant, are you loaded in the game? Like loaded? My bad.
No, it's my fault. I can't blame you for that. I did just actually try and
Specific
blame you for that.
Yeah.
I did obviously try and blame you for that, but just because I'm a bad person, Ed, you're just gonna have to live with that. I'm sorry.
Boomer casting. A boomer is a very useful tool when filming Ted stuff. Everyone needs a boomer mic. Right.
Very true.
Okay.
We're loading in for well and truly. We don't need the "it's time" meme again. I was too focused on the lols rather than actually making sure you were in the lobby.
To be fair, I think it was just Kimbo and Nico. You know, they prosper from this because they get 3 introductions.
Yeah, can't blame them. Here we go. Isolation has you feeling blue. There's only one thing left to do. The patch is out, let's play Code 2. It's the CoHrona Cup. And here we are. We are now finally live.